Okay, so if cos theta is 1 over 3, so first of all, I draw that diagram, yeah? And I look at, basically we say, okay, ASTC. So cos theta is positive, which quadrant it could be?
1 or 4.
Good, very good. First and fourth quadrant, right? So cos theta is 1 over 3. I'm going to draw a triangle here, adjacent over hypotenuse, right? 3, 1, the other side is root 8, right? Which is 2 root 2. All good? Now find tan theta, right? Acute angle, what we did say, it could be in the first and fourth quadrant. But the question clearly tells us it has to be acute angle, which confirms which quadrant only? First quadrant. So tan theta, so basically we ignore the fourth quadrant condition. Tan theta is going to be opposite over adjacent, right? So tan theta is opposite over adjacent is just 2 root 2. All good? Okay, that's pretty much this sort of thing clear. We're going to do another one. So you guys try this one. I'm going to do number 4 now. And you guys can try another one, alright? I'll just clean the board first.
Number 4.
Yeah, I'm going to do 4. And you guys, I'm going to ask you to try another one. So find sine theta, given that cos theta is a negative number, and theta is between 0 to 180. So when you try to do this sort of thing, we're going to visualize the diagram. Where is the angle located? And theta is between 0 to 180. So that's from first and second quadrant. Right? Now let's have a look. Okay. Find sine theta given that cos theta is negative. In which quadrant cos theta is negative? In which quadrant?
Second and third.
Second and third, very good. But we know that theta is between 0 to 180, so it could only be second quadrant. That's how you confirm which quadrant first, right? So 0, 90, 180. So theta can only be in these two quadrants, and cos theta is negative. So I'm going to draw like that. 40, 41. 41 there, 40 there. What's the opposite? 9, very good. Therefore, sine theta is opposite over
41.
hypotenuse. And sine the second quadrant is positive, which means correct. Make sense?
Yep.
It's pretty much this sort of thing today. Okay, I'm going to have a look at some of the ones. Okay, let's have a look at number 8. It's a little bit different, little bit harder. That's all. Okay, we know sine A is this, and tan is smaller than 0. We want to find sec, right? So, based on the conditions given, based on these two conditions given, we're going to draw the diagram first and do the calculation in sec. Let's think about the reciprocal. Alright, so let's always sketch the diagram first. ASTC. Sine is negative, tan is negative. In which quadrant is that? Fourth quadrant. Yeah, so I have to figure out that first. Very good. So once we figure out the correct quadrant, then we sketch the little triangle first. Sine is opposite over hypotenuse. Opposite hypotenuse. So 3 here, 1 here. This one has to be 2 root 2. You okay with that? And we want to find sec A. If I were you, if I'm not so familiar with sec, but I'm familiar with the reciprocal ones, what's the reciprocal of sec? Cos. So I'm going to do cos first and just reverse it, right? Cos is adjacent over hypotenuse, right? That's cos. So sig is just the reciprocal. So 3, then reverse it. Sorry, I mean rationalize it. Then have a double check. In the last quadrant, cos is positive. Yeah?
Yes.
Therefore, sig is also positive. Then you're done. Make sense? Alrighty. Now, we're going to do our very last one today. Let's have a look at this one. We'll be given cosec is this. Cos is more than 0. We want from 10. Let's do it together, right? So we'll be given cosec. Cosec is the reciprocal of sine. So I'm going to draw sine. In other words, as soon as I say this sort of thing, I'm going to change into sine because normally we're more familiar with the basic sine cos 10, right? So I'm going to change to this first. Right? Now let's sketch that. ASTC. So sine is positive, in other words, in which quadrant sine is positive, cos is negative? Sine is positive, cos is negative. Second, very good. So let's draw that triangle. Sorry about that. It's not a very good triangle. Okay. Now, sine is opposite hypotenuse. Yes? Opposite hypotenuse. How do I figure out the adjacent? So that will be 49 minus 9 is 40. Square root of 40 to root 10.
Yeah.
To root 10. Now, tan B is going to be opposite over adjacent. Opposite over adjacent. But in the second quadrant, tan is negative, so make sure you do write the negative sign. Then we'll rationalize the denominator. Then I always encourage you guys to have a quick check. Have I met all the conditions? Sine is positive. Sine is positive. Cos is negative. Correct. Tan in the second quadrant is negative. Correct. Make sense?